250,000 people are killed every year due to a doctor or hospital's negligence, and countless more are injured. Not some other country, right here in America. If you believe you or a loved one were the victim of medical malpractice, call our dedicated team today. Our review team includes a registered nurse so we can quickly evaluate your case, and you pay nothing unless we recover for you.
Call 1-800-512-1300. Call now.
Password 1234.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is a job for Sponsored Jobs.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Life of the party? The president flexes his stronghold over the GOP by backing primary candidates who knocked rival Thomas Massie and other officials who defied him out of the running. How the White House is giving a stark warning about disloyalty.
Tom Massie betrayed America, betrayed you, and betrayed your children. He voted against Trump.
While Massie takes some parting shots.
While gas is almost $5 and diesel's almost $6, they're talking about this big ballroom they're going to build.
And promises he's not done fighting.
I got 7 months left in Congress.
But will the primary results silence more Republican officials from speaking out against the MAGA agenda? Plus, the backlash over Trump's IRS settlement that lets him, his companies, and his kids off the hook for any audits they were under. Then, Keke Palmer talks about being a scene stealer in the star-studded new movie, I Love Boosters. And actor, comedian, and writer Billy Eichner is taking you on his personal journey that landed him on the street and beyond. Here come Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sarah Haynes, Joy Behar, Anna Navarro, Sunny Hostin, and Alyssa Farah Griffin. Now let's get things started.
We love y'all too. Thank you. No, we do. We appreciate the folks that come out in 90-degree heat to see our show. So we are very thankful. But let's tell you what's going on, because the White House is doing a victory lap right now after yesterday's Republican primaries. Several officials who spoke out against you-know-who, whose policies were knocked out of the running by MAGA-endorsed challengers. Thomas Massie was one of them, and he remained as defiant as you thought he might be in his concession speech. Take a look.
For 14 years, those SOBs in Washington tried to buy my vote. They couldn't buy it. They used a lot of dirty tricks, but we stayed the course. We didn't bend a knee. We ran a clean race.
So are other Republican officials going to be less likely to speak out after these primary results?
Probably.
Well, listen, the interesting thing with Massie is the #1 reason he was targeted by the White House was because he was pushing for Epstein accountability. I don't agree with Thomas Massie on a lot, but I think he showed tremendous courage, and he's got some time left in Congress. I hope that he continues to advocate for accountability. But something else pretty seismic happened yesterday. Donald Trump decided to endorse against the sitting U.S. Senator from Texas, John Cornyn, and he's endorsed Ken Paxton in the Senate race there. This is a seismic disaster for Republicans. As of this morning, James Tallarico is polling above Ken Paxton in Texas, you know, deep red Texas. Donald Trump is incredibly good at primarying other Republicans in primaries. He has a much bleaker record when it comes to those candidates than winning general elections. Just to recall some names: Carrie Lake, Blake Masters, Mehmet Oz, Herschel Walker, Adam Laxalt, Tudor Dixon, to name a few. This may prove to be another example of him choosing somebody who has ethics issues, who has personal issues, who could end up actually allowing Texas to turn blue. So disaster for the party, but claim your little victory that you beat Thomas Massie.
Well, I think that soundbite depresses me a little bit because one of my issues with D.C. and why I'm an independent is the money that can buy any vote you want on any side of the aisle. To hear him say they tried over and over, whether I agree or not, I will always stand behind principled people that vote with the integrity of self. And he was one of those people because everyone else is fleeing D.C. But as Alyssa said, Trump rarely locks into what works in the general election because these primaries are geared to extremes. That's what they're for, is to get the most extreme person and throw them in. And right now, I'm liking watching Senator Bill Cassidy, who lost on Monday, because right now he's decided to go scorched earth on D.C. So he has now stated he'd vote against the $1 billion ballroom project, said he would hold RFK Jr. more accountable, criticized Trump's Paxton endorsement. I do appreciate he's doing this. I just wish he did it sooner, because right now everyone decides they have a backbone on their way out, and rarely do they have it while they're there.
Well, that's the point, right? They're feckless politicians until they don't have the job anymore. And then they do what they were supposed to be doing. They're governing, they're voting on behalf of their constituents. And so I don't really give Massie much credit in this fight, because Donald Trump did buy a seat. He and his lobbyists, they already bought his opponent's seat. And Thomas Massie, as he's someone that voted 91% of the time with Republicans, only 9% of the time. And that, you're right, he voted to release the Epstein files. He voted against the Iranian war. Yeah. And so that is a good thing.
He was consistent.
He was consistent in that, but he was inconsistent. Was it Massie that decided to vote for RFK Jr.?
No, that was Cassidy.
No, that's
Cassidy. So Cassidy decides to vote for RFK Jr. as a physician. So the fact that now Cassidy lost in the primary, it just doesn't give me any solace about this Republican Party. This Republican Party is firmly the Trumplican Party, in my view. I think they're feckless. I think they want power. And they only have the courage to stand up to Trump when they are not going to be in office anymore.
Trump got pissed because Massie went against the ballroom. He wants that ballroom.
Yeah.
Trump, and also the Epstein files. He was about to.
The Epstein files.
He went after them, and the base of the Republican Party cares about the Epstein files, but only if it's against Democrats.
Correct.
So that's Kentucky. You're on the. We're watching you.
And I don't know that. So Thomas Massie is someone who is incredibly consistent. Actually, I knew him a decade ago when I was working in the House. He's a libertarian. He votes against government funding bills. He votes against raising the national debt. He's always been against foreign intervention. There's stuff I really don't agree with him on.
Isn't he also against birthright citizenship for the kids of undocumented?
I would be
immigrants?
Surprised if he is. He actually doesn't. But I am not quite sure. He was incredibly brave on Epstein accountability, as was Marjorie Taylor Greene, as has Ro Khanna, and even Lauren Boebert, who is a little loony on other things. She's been brave on trying to get accountability, and I think we should praise people when they do the right thing, even if we may not agree on other things.
I totally agree with that. As you say, I'll take the win. Yes. I'll take the win. And Massie is on a revenge tour now, which will be interesting to see what he does.
He could go on the House floor and read the victims of Epstein. He could read things because he has immunity on the House floor. So it'll be curious to see what he does.
I want to put something on top of that. Not only let's do that, but that money that he's now going to get, that $1 billion that we're going to be paying for.
$1776 billion.
Well, I mean, he thinks he's going to get it, but I'm saying,
he also thought he won an election, so.
Well, but he did win the last one, didn't he? Which is why I don't understand why we're having these discussions about elections are rigged. You won.
Right.
If they were rigged.
No, they're only rigged when he loses.
That's the only time.
Right.
But I think they could take some of that $1 billion and give some of that money to the survivors. You know, if you really want to do something right, as opposed to putting it just.
Well, they would actually qualify for it because they were wronged by the government.
Yes, they were. I'm just saying. You may have the case, but talk to Sunny. She's the lawyer. We'll be right back.
She's a lawyer.
Zepbound, watch this. Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Watch this. So you don't feel stuck on your weight loss journey. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. Some lost over 58 pounds. Watch this. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN too. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Zepbound, coming soon through Medicare for $50 a month. Plus, there are other savings options, with insurance and without it. Zepbound, watch this.
I feel so lucky to have a partner like Mac. You know, he keeps the house pristine. Even when he's playing his favorite game, Royal Kingdom, he still finds time to show how much he cares.
Come here. Babe, I beat another level.
Oh, that's my Mac.
Effective, healthy blood pressure support takes more than innovation. It takes vision. At Human, our plant-based supplements are scientifically formulated to support the center of your health. And at the center of SuperBeets Heart Chews, healthy blood pressure support from clinically studied grapeseed extract.
Offers the $1 Million Protection Package with reimbursement up to $3 million. LifeLock. Join today.
This season is going to be epic.
Oh, Lord, I'm envisioning.
This is the place to be. Hey, energy all night.
Caleb does it again.
They don't like each other, and that's the way it should be.
The atmosphere is electric.
How good is that?
Love is in the details.
Giving my son a needle during an allergic reaction is traumatic for both of us. So we said, hello, Neffy, the only needle-free epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment of allergic reactions.
Use it for signs of allergic reaction. Ask your doctor how to use Neffy. Certain medical conditions may worsen. Tell your doctor about nasal, heart, or other medical conditions. High blood pressure, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and all medications. Side effects include nasal discomfort, headache, runny nose, shakiness, and throat irritation. This school year, ask your doctor for Neffy or visit getneffy.com to learn more.
This is the way. Thank you.
Been in a few battles, huh?
You could say that.
Same.
Popcorn! Dad, we should get some popcorn.
Definitely. We'll go in a second.
At the next timeout, kid.
Popcorn! Popcorn right over here!
Nice assist.
Rated PG-13.
Decker Investigations.
I have a job for you.
All episodes of RJ Decker are now streaming on Hulu.
Como se dice possible homicide?
It's entertainingly twisty.
Where would we be without Laurent P.I.?
Get hooked on this must-watch compelling hit.
That's straight gold, son.
It's being called one of the best new shows this year.
Repeat after me, okay? Everything is gonna be...
Try not to die tonight.
I will do my best.
RJ Decker. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Welcome back. Following the recent Supreme Court decision on congressional redistricting in southern states, Hakeem Jeffries is supporting the NAACP's Out of Bounds campaign. It urges black athletes to boycott sports programs at southern universities. Take a look.
We believe that the silence of these institutions is complicity. That's right. And we will not stand for it. This is an unprecedented moment featuring an unprecedented attack on black political representation, and therefore it requires an unprecedented response. We will continue to stand with the NAACP in encouraging athletes in our community to look elsewhere until these racially gerrymandered maps in the South are reversed, buried in the ground, never to rise again.
So this could have a huge impact on college sports programs in the South, but is it putting a little too much burden on the students? Because if you are someone who is just, you getting to go to college, and this is the school that's said yes to you,
on scholarship, right?
Maybe on a scholarship.
And also, there's money in athletic and for athletes
so
now.
What do you think? You think it's too much of a burden on you?
I think it's really going to become a case-by-case basis because I don't know how many schools we're talking about. I don't know how many athletes we're talking about, and I don't know that this is the best way. It can be part of a bigger picture, but I don't know that this is the only way to go.
Well, I agree with you on that. I think that there has to be strategy. I mean, you know, athletes have been involved in protests and politics for a long time.
Yeah.
Remember the Olympics, and you had, you know, John Carlos, and you had Muhammad Ali. But these were athletes that were established already. These college athletes stand to get a free education. They stand to make money because of the NIL now. And so I think it is asking a lot. But I think it's economic damage and economic harm has long time been a very effective tool in the civil rights movement.
Resistance has a price. I mean, let me give you some history. They say,
yes, do.
Yeah, well, like teenagers, they're teenagers, and they're going to have to give up a lot. The Vietnam War was basically halted by teenagers.
Correct.
Because it was 17 and 18-year-old kids who were going to go into fight this crazy war that they were doing. So I'm not saying it's a great idea or it's not a great idea. I'm just pointing out it is young people who change the world.
But if there's structure, though, don't you think that this could possibly work? Because we're talking about just the state schools, Whoopi. We're not talking about the SEC and the conference.
That's important to know.
So we're talking about 13 schools. These kids are the top of the top. And so they're going to have a lot of other choices. And I would suggest that if you think about Ole Miss, there was I think of a running back. His name is, it was a running back. His name was Kylan Hill. He played at Ole Miss. You know, Ole Miss brings in a lot of money. He vowed not to play unless the state changed its Confederate flag. The Confederate flag came down months later because college sports bring in so much money.
In theory, I think it's a very good idea. Like, let's talk macro. If all Black Americans boycotted any industry, the economy would crumble. Arts, music, doctors, everything. Like that, of course, that is a powerful way to protest, but it's putting, in my mind, too much of the onus on young people who did not create the problem that we're in. I see Hakeem Jeffries up there. You have a lot of power. Hakeem Jeffries should be somebody who's out there.
I don't think we have any legislative power, though. The Democrats don't have legislative power.
But also, what about professional athletes? If there's ways that they can be engaging, you're established, you have money.
What about white athletes? Why does it have to be only? There are many sympathetic white athletes who would gladly join the cause,
may never make money
back in the day.
They need to join. You need fans to join. You need coaches to join.
A lot of times these young Black athletes, it's a way out. I was once given a whole speech on how this sometimes is the option for people to pick them up, to put that back on their shoulders, to say they've worked so hard to get to this point.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me be very clear. Everybody needs to make this part of their fight.
Yeah,
this isn't
correct.
One person or two. This is everybody.
Yes.
And you know, young people do have to stand up, but it is very hard if you are the first one in your family and everybody is saying, "Oh my God, you've made this." It is going to. It's a very tough decision to make, and so it's an ask I would rather not have us do. But I am asking all Americans. This redistricting is hitting us at the moment, but this could be you. They could decide they want to change this and only, you know, these women can vote, not those women. It could be only these people can do it and not those. You could be in any of those groups. All of this affects us all. This is not just a Black fight. This is a fight that everybody has to get into, and it's been a problem because people forgot what it was like. That's why we have all these new laws that have taken all the stuff we fought for, because people forgot that the abortion laws were not about your religion. It was about keeping women out of bathrooms, doing it to themselves. That's why it went into. We fought for women's rights because women were being rejected from colleges. Young women don't remember this. You don't know this. You have to trust us on this. If we fight for us all, we're fighting for the collective.
Yes.
We don't all get what we want when we want it. But this is our problem.
But I think in the sports context, you can have the fans, you can have the schools, you can have the supporters,
everybody.
You can have an ecosystem.
Let's invite everybody to this.
Shaquille
O'Neal, he went to LSU. He can do something.
A lot of people will do it, but you know who did something last night?
The Knicks.
Yes. Okay. They came, baby.
Yes.
Jalen Brunson said, oh, hell no.
Yes.
He just was shooting and the baskets were falling. He was like, boom, and it was there. And then boom, it was there. He said, boom, it was in. The Knicks, y'all looked amazing. It was a great game between both teams, but I was thrilled to see what the Knicks did last night. We'll be right back.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what you love. Once monthly Sublocade may help you move forward in your recovery. Sublocade, with counseling and psychosocial support, treats moderate to severe opioid addiction in adults started on an oral dose of buprenorphine or already on buprenorphine. Sublocade is just one dose that lasts all month long with no complete detox required. Buprenorphine should be started after the first signs of withdrawal. Sublocade may cause harm or death if injected in a vein. As an opioid, it may cause serious life-threatening breathing problems. Ask for opioid overdose reversal medicine. Get emergency help right away if you're faint, dizzy, sleepy, confused, have problems breathing, seeing, or talking, or if reversal medicine is given. Don't take with other opioids, benzos, alcohol, or other drugs, including street drugs. This can cause severe drowsiness, decreased awareness, breathing problems, coma, and death. In emergencies, tell medical staff you're on Sublocade for opioid dependence. This isn't a full list of risks and side effects. Talk to your doctor and read patient label for more information. If you or a loved one is struggling with opioid addiction, visit Sublocade.com.
This sweater? New? Nope. I've washed it 30 times with Persil. The color's still vibrant for out late, out cold, outside. It's vibrant wash after wash. Clothes look newer for longer with Persil.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
I'm here today with real-life mechanics who are here to set the record straight on why auto repairs have gotten so expensive and why CarShield is America's most trusted auto protection company. I think what everyone wants to know is why repairs have gotten so expensive.
The new cars have so many computers. When I started in this business 40 years ago, it was very simple. So that's one of the biggest reasons why everything is just skyrocketing.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for. We see it happen all the time.
We just had one recently come in at 30-some-odd thousand miles, towed the car back to the dealership thinking it's under warranty.
They said she just passed her mile mark and there's no warranty. Now she's got like $7,000.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, pretty much good luck to you.
And how much was that repair?
About a $7,000 repair.
$7,000.
Yeah. She didn't have an extended warranty, so she pretty much had to pay out of pocket.
Out of luck.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
Get some sort of coverage.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
If your car's out of warranty, CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Lock in your rate with unlimited miles and get your free quote now. Call 800-416-6522. 800-416-6522. 800-416-6522.
Finally, Yasso, a ridiculously creamy, dip, chip, sandwiched ice cream like it.
Highly effective skincare. La Roche-Posay Face Moisturizer. More than just a moisturizer. Helps repair skin barrier in just 1 hour. 48-hour hydration. La Roche-Posay.
Allergies stopping your kid's game? Keep allergies and brain fog on the bench. Yeah, thanks to Allegra. Allegra delivers fast, powerful allergy relief with no brain fog due to drowsiness. Discover Children's Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
We could all use a little bit of fun, but not too much fun.
Let's do this.
You should try some of that new Botox. It's Botox. That could be why I've been unhappy with my results.
Welcome back. The fabulous Keke Palmer is a busy woman these days, hosting her podcast, the game show Password, and planning a high-fashion heist in the new movie I Love Boosters. Boosters, that's a word I haven't heard for years. Well, take a look and see what she's up to.
We be wearing wigs, and the camera angle ain't enough to prove shit. Share it with you. They don't know my name is Cassandra. We use fake IDs. They don't know where we live. None of that.
Even if they can't prove it, they'll still know it was us, though.
Let me be specific. I don't care if they know it was us. I care that Christy Smith hates that they know it was us. We clear the place out in 40 minutes or less, and be a lick big enough for us to sit back for a minute.
Either. We're in
Please welcome back the fabulous Keke Palmer.
It's so good to see you guys.
You are just a dog.
Oh my gosh. I try to steal your hair color.
Right? And my hair do.
Right, exactly. Turquoise, come on. You look good, Sarah.
I missed you, Keke.
I always miss you. It's like a reunion whenever I'm over here.
I know. I feel that way.
Well, did you know that Keke Palmer is giving a TED Talk?
Yes.
Called
It comes out tomorrow.
How I Set Myself Free. And in the talk, she says that for most of her life, she's been putting on an act.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
You know, I think we've all been doing it to a certain extent, you know, when you're trying to survive. I think that's the big thing that I realize. I talk in my talk about adaptive intelligence and performance as my skill to get through. But then you get to a point where you realize, well, wait a minute, I'm not actually embodied in my experiences. I'm so busy trying to get through and being the awareness that I'm not actually experiencing. And I think my son played a big part in waking me up to that.
Wow.
That's
And
nice.
at TED Talks, you don't get to have notes, right?
No, you have to. It was 12 minutes.
Yeah, people
But
don't
still,
realize that about the TED Talks.
And it's a great experience. Shout
It
out to
is.
Chi, who was helping me with my speech. I feel like that was probably one of the most remarkable parts about going through the TED experience is actually being able to index a talk backwards and figuring out how to articulate what exactly you're saying with precision, especially when you're dealing with identity. It felt like a reclamation in many ways.
Oh, that's great.
So Keke, at the end of last year, you took a break and you went on a trip to Bali by yourself, right?
Nice.
Nice. I was on my Eat, Pray, Love.
Nice.
And it was always a dream of mine. And like I said, I've been having a lot of revelations and figuring out like what it means to be with the me that's not constantly observed. And so I went by myself and I was there for like 13, 14 days. And I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm with that little girl that was in rural Illinois all those years ago. And she's actually having a moment in time and space to just be.
And she's present.
And she's present. And Bali was beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
You were alone. Did you feel lonely?
Yeah.
No, I think I felt really free.
That's great. So that means that you
I did start missing my son at the end. I was like, now wait a minute, girl.
True. That's true.
Those babies are addictive.
That's true.
That's like an appendage.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
So scrumptious. Yes, I do.
Perfect. That's my guy. But you know what's so crazy about these kids? They really will show you who you are because he runs a strict program.
Yes.
And I'm like, is this me? Is this how I'm acting?
Yes, probably.
Crazy.
They argue.
But
they argue with you, yeah.
He told me this morning no, because we had the wrong Bluey on. He was tearing up the house. I'm like, all of this for Bluey?
Well, yeah.
He's like,
Most relatable story ever.
Right?
Yes. Let me ask you this, because this year you were also named one of Time's 100 most influential people of the year. Yes, and then Brian Grazer, who produces your show, The Burbs, wrote about you for this honor, and he wrote this: Keke doesn't wait to be told, she decides. She doesn't just reflect the moment, she creates it. We are just lucky to be watching. So what, and you're only 32 years old. What does it mean that he wrote that about you?
I mean, well, I'm such a huge fan of his. Brian has done so much. I mean, really one of my favorite things of his is Ghetto Film School.
Yes.
Where they actually help and support kids, the next generation of creators. That, to me, is one of his most remarkable things that he's done. But for him to say something like that about me, it means a lot because I think Whoopi and I have talked about this many times, you do have to create a space for yourself. Yeah. You do have to create your own lane, and it is hard work, right? But it's what it takes if that's what the vision is that you have for yourself. Yeah. And so I'm glad that hopefully that can be representation to anybody, whether they want to be an entertainer or whatever, entrepreneur, is that it's going to take a lot. You can get there, but don't be afraid to do it for yourself.
Yes.
You know, don't wait for somebody else to give you the opportunity, because by the time they give it to you, they're just going to be regurgitating back to you what you done said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kiki, you are just, before I go to your movie, so phenomenal. Your talent oozes out of you. Larry and Sharon raised you well. Larry and Sharon. Larry and Sharon.
You know, we love them down.
They did amazing.
I was just going to ask you, what kind of an upbringing, because you are a very confident person.
Oh, my goodness.
It's because she was so deeply loved, and she had a full set of siblings that were around her. She is a product of her family. If you've met her parents and met her siblings, she belongs there. But she also belongs here, because I've never seen the end of what you have to offer this world, and you're the best person to cheer on, because your heart is even more beautiful than all of that. So I love you. I will always be cheering you on.
I love it so much, Sarah.
But we're going to talk now about this new movie called I Love Boosters. You're starring with a great cast, including Demi Moore.
Yes!
Yes, you play the ringleader of a group of shoplifters who steal clothes and resell them at a lower price, because that's business.
Fashion for
What drew you to this movie, and what was it like working with Demi?
Well, I think the first thing was Boots Riley. If you've ever seen Sorry to Bother You, I'm a Virgo, his work, it deals with very big themes, you know what I mean? But it's done in favorite actresses, and I was excited to have this kind of feud with her. But I also have to call out Taylor Page, Poppy Liu, Isa Gonzalez, Naomi Aki. Lakeith Stanfield. You know, I love Lakeith. His character, get ready for a doozy.
That was a doozy.
Did you see? You saw it?
I saw it.
That's, guys, I'm telling you right now, y'all need to go see the movie for the Lakeith scene.
There's a scene.
It's crazy.
There's one scene.
I'm underplaying.
Don't tell them yet. You tell them when we come back. We'll be right back.
Yes!
From the moment you took your first breath, you had something to prove. And boy, did you ever. Roads worn, clocks punched, sweat mopped, up and down, back and forth, over and over and over again. And when it was finally time, if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it, don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help. Ready to take back your breath? Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Tell me something good.
Cheerios is made with oats.
Tell me that you love me. Yeah.
I love bees.
Cheerios, made with tasty whole grain oats for a day full of good.
Our Hunter Douglas shade expert is there to take care of everything. From finding just the right shade to perfecting the final install, your home is in good hands. Find your local trusted expert at hunterdouglas.com.
I didn't think I was at risk for shingles. I was 60 years old. I had a lot on my plate. I was truly caught off guard. It felt like a mountain lion had bit me. I never received any relief from pain. It made me feel helpless. This is my shingles story.
David Muir, the most trusted anchor in America, the most watched anchor in America. Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, the #1 newscast in America.
Find you a match. You shall remain here with me instead. Get out and see the world. I'm scared. Barry, you will flourish.
I'm Dr. Adam Hamway.
And I've treated people in war zones and in New Jersey emergency rooms. And I could diagnose what's wrong with our democracy. Billionaires and corporations control politicians while Trump enriches himself. So I'm running for Congress to fix this broken system. There's a clear prescription. Ban congressional stock trading, overturn Citizens United, and fight Trump with everything we've got. I'm Adam Hamwee, and I approve this message, which isn't funded by corporate PACs.
Gary knows golf.
You need to have good balance, good support.
Where to find that support?
2 words, The Good Feet Store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free arch support fitting.
If you are incapable of finding a match, you shall remain here with me instead. Get out and see the world. I'm scared.
Barry,
You will flourish.
We're back with the real Keke Palmer. Alyssa has the next question.
Yes. Keke, I love this so much. So Entertainment Weekly recently asked a group of celebrities to pick where they would like to sit in a movie theater. And they all had a similar answer. Let's take a look.
I mean, I'm going to go sit next to Meryl because obviously, when are you not going to take that opportunity? She definitely is not a talker, so I feel like being next to Keke, like we could Keke a little bit.
I realized I should probably just sit next to a human that I like a lot. So I chose Keke Palmer to sit next to her.
But I mean, there is Keke Palmer.
Yeah, I'm going to just
do
this now, make the executive decision, just so that...
Yeah.
I'm going to go right next to Keke. I do want to sit next to Margot, but then I am stealing Keke. Every interview I see of her, she looks so fun.
What is your reaction to that?
Oh my gosh! Well, it makes me just feel so giddy, and then I'm like, I don't want to disappoint y'all, so I better bring out my best work. You know, it's just so sweet. It really is.
You never disappoint.
Well, you know what else? Who else is sweet? Is your sweet little baby boy who is 3 years old now, and you recently posted a message on Instagram to moms. You said, "quote You are more than what you do for others. You're allowed to have a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, and it's okay if our babies see that." I love that so much. What made you post that?
Well, because Mother's Day, obviously, and because I was just talking to Sunny and about the fact that sometimes you get so wrapped up. Actually, I just lost my train of thought. Remind me again.
You were talking about how moms are allowed to have...
just lost my train of thought.
Moms are allowed to have bad days.
Yeah, Mother's
you're not
Day.
defined by that.
Yes, I'm not defined by it, and that it's human, it's real. Sometimes integrity, you feel like, or I used to feel like it was being good, being nice, doing the right thing. But really, it's actually being true to myself.
Yes.
When I don't feel good, when it's not that best day, when I am not feeling well. And so I've been learning, hey, you know what? Instead of me trying to always be good and be sweet and be kind, let me just be real. I don't have it for you.
Yeah.
I can't do it right now. And my son seeing that, it teaches him to respect himself, to have boundaries, to be truthful. And to me, that's like the importance of it. And so I think we get caught up in our roles as mothers or as wives or whatever it is. And it's like at the end of the day, you got to be human. You have to be you.
Yeah, because if they don't see you do it when you have a bad day, how you take care of yourself, how you draw a boundary, they're not going to learn it. They're going to learn to put masks on and do the happy.
Yes. Also, you have to explain to kids, particularly when you're an entertainer, that there will be times and they'll come running up and say, "Can you do this for me?" And you say, "Today's not the right day." And they learn that a lot is expected of you. And so they need to see that as well, so that when they turn and say, "My mom's not ready now."
Yeah.
Because that's what Alex used to do. She would say, "My mom's not ready now."
Oh my goodness.
Because she saw that sometimes you just couldn't do it. Keke, you know you always have a place at this table. We love you.
I love you guys.
The new movie, I Love Boosters, is in theaters on May 22nd.
I love that.
We will be, well, because that's what it is. It's a booster.
I love
It's a booster. We'll be right back.
With my son's food allergies, he needs epinephrine he won't hesitate to carry and use. Something that works as well as a needle injector, isn't bulky, and he can easily take to school or out with friends, giving us both peace of mind. So this school year, we asked our doctor for Neffy, the only needle-free epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment of allergic reactions.
Use at first signs of allergic reaction. Ask your doctor how to use Neffy. If you have medical conditions or take certain medicines, your condition may worsen. Tell your doctor about nasal, heart, thyroid, or kidney issues, high blood pressure, Parkinson's, diabetes, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and all medications. Side effects include nasal discomfort, headache, runny nose, shakiness, and throat irritation. These are not all side effects.
Now with Neffy, my son is prepared and won't hesitate to treat his allergic reactions.
This school year, ask your doctor for Neffy or visit getneffy.com to learn more.
Homeowners ask me all the time, do gutter guards really work?
Leaf Filter certainly does. In our testing, Leaf Filter handled double the rain of common hood-style guards.
It's Homes approved.
Call 877-77-HOMES or visit leaffilter.com/homes.
And since you bundled home and auto with 24/7 protection, you can hand all the worry over to us.
That's right. At Progressive, it's our job to do the worrying for you.
This candle, for example, awfully close to the curtains. And when was this porch built? Did they have building codes back then?
Are your headlights too bright?
Do people know when you're texting them from the toilet?
How many spiders do you really eat in your sleep?
Yes, when you bundle home and auto, you can be free of all these worries and more, because we're already worrying for you. Oh, and the answer is 8. 8 spiders.
Advil liquid gels target pain caused by inflammation. They're faster, stronger, and longer lasting than Tylenol rapid release gels to power through tough pain. Advil, that's real strength.
Our brains are incredible, but memory can get complicated. That's why scientists developed Nariva Memory 3D with clinically tested ingredients to support 3 dimensions of your memory. Take it from me. An elephant never forgets. Remember Nariva.
Give me some tea.
Zepbound, watch this. Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Watch this. And data shows that people taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN too. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about Zepbound. Zepbound, watch this. Watch this.
Next in Eyewitness News, police divers head back into the waters to recover a missing swimmer in the Rockaways. Plus, the NYPD splits up the Bronx into 2 new borough commands to make the streets safer, and we are under another AccuWeather alert for dangerous heat.
We know finding work's hard.
The job market is bad.
But Eyewitness News has the key. How to use AI, smart resume strategies, and what to do if you don't have much experience.
That is a game changer.
Secrets to juice up your job search. Tomorrow on Eyewitness News mornings at 10.
Some basketball? Well, how'd you like to be at Madison Square Garden for the Knicks-Cavs game?
Good morning, America. It's Deuce McBride. One super fan is about to get a big surprise. Could it be you? Tune in.
Tomorrow, only on Good Morning America.
For $1, would you have a threesome with me and John Hamm?
Of course not. Oh, okay. John Hamm, yeah.
That's what about me?
I don't know you.
Do you want to sing Christmas Carol for me and Amy Poehler? There she is.
Hey.
Do you know her?
No.
Oh, come on, Amy! No! She was on Saturday Night Live!
You don't know me?
No.
You know me.
Sir, for $1, name a celebrity you hate. Go. Scream it. Scream it. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This is so hard.
Name a woman. Name a woman! Name a woman! No!
The viral series Billy on the Street put Billy Eichner on the map and led him to multi-Emmy nominated career. Now he's taking you along for the ride in his funny and moving new audio memoir, Billy on Billy. Please welcome Billy Eichner.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. Scaring people everywhere.
I made a career out of it. Yes.
Well, we love having you here. And this past weekend, you had a chance to do something very cool and very New York-y. You threw out the first pitch at the Mets-Yankees game.
Yeah. That's right.
I have a replay here.
Oh, my God. I got it over the plate. Yes. Now, let me tell you. If my father was alive, he'd be really shocked that I got to do that because I was the worst on my Little League team. Right. I had the unique distinction of being the tallest kid in my class always, but still picked last for basketball. So the fact that I got to throw out the first pitch, I think that's a good message for kids everywhere.
That's right.
Yes.
Anything is possible.
If you find your lane, you know, you can succeed. Exactly.
So let's talk about your new audio book because it's packed with all kinds of stories about your upbringing in Queens with Forest Hills.
That's right.
Okay. And carving your own lane, as you say, in the industry.
That's right.
That didn't quite know what to do with you. A lot of actors tell you to say that.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I was very unique. I was loud. And I had a very strong point of view always. And they would come to my shows, my early live shows in New York, where I would show the early Billy on the Street videos, even before YouTube came along. And everyone would say, oh, you're funny, you're talented, but I wasn't conventional. I didn't fit the mold in Hollywood, which I'm sure a lot of people...
But that's what makes a star.
Well, thank you, Joy. I'd like to think so. But no, I think you're right, though. But it can also make for a longer, more challenging journey. Until you are the star, there's a long road to get there. And that's what my book is about. And it's also about my parents, ultimately. Because what gave me the resilience was the love and confidence they gave me as a kid. There they are. And they always made me feel like I had a shot. And so they passed away before I got successful, but everything that's happened good in my life, you can trace back to how much they loved me, and the whole book is a love letter to them.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, now, it seems that you fell in love with show business at a very, very young age because we have some of your early headshots for everyone.
Get ready.
Look at that range. Look at that range. You're so cute. Look at that range.
My brother Steve Eichner took these of me. I was desperate to be a child actor in New York.
Wow.
I was not successful, and I tell all these very funny stories about that in the book. What's great is that one at the upper left, if that's your headshot, you don't have to ever officially come out of the closet. You know, the photo does it for you. My parents were not shocked when I came out of the closet. But yeah, that was me as a kid.
Did you know that you were bound for stardom? Did you feel it inside?
I loved entertainment. I loved Hollywood. I loved comedy. You know, I grew up loving you, Whoopi, and there's actually a story about me going to see Ghost with my parents. In the book, I went to see a lot of movies with my parents, especially rom-coms and things like that I loved as a kid, which they don't make as many anymore, sadly, because those are the movies that made me fall in love with movies. And so I knew I loved it and wanted to be a part of it. I don't think I thought, oh, I'm definitely going to make it, but I really wanted to, and I was willing to work hard.
If you saw me, you were thinking, if this girl could do it, it's possible for anybody.
You're joking, but there is obviously truth in that, and you are a North Star for so many of us who grew up with you and thought, well, that's not the typical Hollywood movie star, and yet you were the biggest star and the funniest and the greatest, and so thank you, Whoopi, and anyone out there who, like, you know, I talk about Streisand in the book and loving Streisand, and anyone who was unconventional at all but still made it, those of us who feel unconventional, you really look up to those people and you need those people.
True. And Billy, talk shows have always had a big influence on you. In fact, Billy on the Street originated as a bit on a live spoof talk show you used to perform in. And we hear that back in the day, you had the hots for one particular daytime TV icon. We're going to go ahead and go there.
We're going there.
Oh, my God. I don't think this is what you're expecting. But as a child, well, not a child, but when I was younger, I'm just going to say it. I had a crush on Regis Philbin, okay?
Oh, wow.
I did.
So
you did?
Oh, yes.
We should have had a threesome. You, me, and Regis. And throw Kathy Lee in there, too.
And his wife's name is Joy.
That's right.
Yes, I have.
Okay, why? Both of you, why?
I loved talk shows as a kid, and first of all, Regis was a handsome man. He had a big personality, and as a kid,
Good head of hair.
A good head of hair. I grew up in Queens, which is right outside of Manhattan, which is kind of an interesting place because you're so close to the center of everything, but still so far away. You know, my parents were middle-class people, 9-to-5 people. They took the subway to work every day in Manhattan. And Regis and Kathy Lee would come on every day and talk about what they did the night before and the Broadway openings they went to. And, you know, they saw Tony Danza do a cabaret show. And I was like, that's the most glamorous thing I've ever heard in my life. Right? And so it was aspirational to me.
Interesting. Well, I'm a diehard Billy on the Street fan. It gives me like anxiety but joy all at once. But you describe it as the most high maintenance project you've ever worked on, and you've worked on many, despite its lack of frills. Why is that?
It just requires an enormous amount of energy, as you can see.
You get that as you watch.
You can feel it.
And
courage, too.
And it is a character. It is a persona, you know. And one thing I love about the book and why it's only an audiobook is because I wanted people to actually hear my real voice. You know, I didn't want people to hear what I think are very sweet, heartwarming, funny stories about my parents and growing up in the 80s and 90s and mistakenly hear it in my shouting voice, right? And so that's why it's an audiobook. But I will say, just a few moments ago, we just premiered the first new Billy on the Street video in a very long time. As a surprise, it's on my Instagram and TikTok and everything because of the book coming out.
You know, for more information on Billy's audiobook tour, check out our website. Now, Billy on Billy is available now. Scan the QR code on your screen to purchase it. And members of our audience, you're all getting a copy courtesy of Audible. Thank you, Audible. We'll be right back.
Honey, your mouth and eyes are moving again.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go talk to your doctor. We learned the uncontrollable movements are called tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and were caused by Derek's mental health medications. Derek was prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily extended-release pill for adults. Austedo XR can significantly reduce TD movements, with some seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And he can stay on his mental health medications.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking Reserpine, Tetrabenazine, or Valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause irregular or fast heartbeat or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking or sweating. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
If you see TD, ask about Austedo XR. New Yasso, the ridiculously creamy deliciousness of ice cream made with Greek yogurt instead. Spoon up some chocolatey chip mixedness with 19 grams of protein. The freezer game will never be the same. Yasso, love it or it's free.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I demand CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion for 24-hour hydration, SPF 50 protection, and no white cast. CeraVe, demanded by skin.
Discover CeraVe Hair Care, reinvented with dermatologists.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
Then you know there can be unpredictability.
Workarounds. And avoiding.
It was time to make a change.
I changed. I changed too.
My doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I got rapid symptom relief at 2 weeks. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Purina One Live Clear was our cat miracle. We discovered Ella was sensitive to cat allergens. Then the incredible happened. Purina One Live Clear started reducing the major allergen in our cat's hair.
Together forever.
Purina One Live Clear, a difference from day one.
Oh,
What is that musty smell?
Oh, damp.
Damp. Oh, damp.
Hey, language.
Damprid traps excess moisture to eliminate musty smells. Get rid of the damp with Damprid.
Opening day, just like we used to. I love being out here with Sam again, especially at the big game. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active. It's a difference I can feel, and he can see.
Camzyos is proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be back.
Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Hey guys, I got a story I need to tell you about in life. Me and my little sister have been refusing to go to stay safe.
That is the start of the craziest journey of our life.
Hey now. So just before we go on, I want to tell you, I went to see Rocky Horror Picture Show last night. And it's called the Rocky Horror now. It's not the picture show anymore. And it was fabulous. It was great fun. You do yourself a favor. You want to have a good time in theater, go see Rocky Horror.
Where is it playing? In Broadway?
Yes, it's on Broadway.
Oh, wow.
And also, you know, I went to see La Traviata. Last week.
You're a culture vulture.
I just, you know, people always forget that all of these cultural things we have in New York City are for everyone. They're for us all. So La Traviata was fantastic, and you don't need to know a whole lot except that you're interested in the music, because I'm very interested in opera singers, because it's one of those things that not everybody can do.
Well, that's true.
You can't just get up and do it. You actually have to know what you're doing. And when you hear these people and what they can do with their voices, it's amazing. So I just wanted to let you all know that that's in the zeitgeist for us all. Anna's Behind is on the Behind the Table podcast today. We want you to have a great day, everybody. Take a little time to enjoy the view. And listen, don't let this stuff get you down. Remember what you got to do every day. You got to take care of your family. You got to take care of your friends. You got to take care of your neighborhood. We're all in it together. We're going to fight it together. We'll see you tomorrow.
Right now, it's New York's #1 news with David Navarro and Sandra Bookman and meteorologist Brittany Bell with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at noon.
Search crews back out on the water this afternoon in the Rockaways looking for a teenage swimmer swept away by rough waters.
For the first time in NYPD history, the Bronx now split into 2 patrol boroughs. Starting now, officers will hit the streets in the Bronx North and the Bronx South, all in an attempt to get a better handle on crime throughout the borough.
It looked nearly impossible. The Knicks were down 22 in game 1.